Okay, everyone, we're still getting started. I am just fiddling around with things. Okay, there's Cerebot. Maybe a small minor panic attack. Okay, I'm just gonna grab my cellular phone. Just try to set that up. Hopefully I got everything done, or prepared, I should say. I'm gonna be doing something a little bit different. Also, you might notice down below that I got a brand new little logo. Of course, it kind of just slapped it on over the painting. It's not very appealing as is. But kind of. Oops, shit. Mute. Okay. I thought it'd be but it looks kind of cool. But yeah, so I might have to plan out my placement for that a bit more. But yeah, so. Okay, got that set up. Oh yes, I should have a going live notification, so I'm just gonna take a quick snapshot. Take a screenshot. Okay. I don't know why it brings up coding every time I try to hit this thing. Hold on. It's a mess. It's a mess, damn it. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to... Sometimes I feel a little bit annoying when I do this, but at the same time I feel like I need to have people actually see when I'm active and whatnot. Okay. But yeah, so we got that set up, and I can just go ahead and go back to the dashboard, and let's start with the just chatting stream. I know it's kind of things are kind of displaced. Poor Tuesday's name is off center, but also you might notice something a little bit different today. I might have gotten a new haircut. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. So I just want to say, given how intensive Blender can be on my computer, I've decided to try just doing this with my PNG model rather than Vtuber. Also, hello, Senna. Hello, Sennas, and thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I don't know if this is your first time here, but yeah, so I normally have an actual VTuber model that I made in Vroid, but yeah, as I said before, I'm going ahead with my little chibi model today, just to hopefully prevent my computer from exploding. But yeah, this is technically my first stream with Blender, so I thought it'd be just kind of... Originally, I was just going to do studies while I tried to make my model, but yeah, so what I'm trying to do is make a new, a lowish poly VTuber model. Not necessarily an actual low poly model, but yeah, I'll go ahead and go to the arts screen. But yeah, so how's your day going today? And it's not moving. It did not change. Is it just showing you the Blender menu on here? Yeah, it's not supposed to be doing that. Okay, please. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, sorry, I might be hitting some technical difficulties. Oh boy. Let me check. Good, I'm working on Dami's D2IS, so that's cool. Also, hello, Nakuz. I'm kind of running into some, a little bit of a technical issue right now, so, yeah, okay, that's one way to start the stream. Okay, how about I just, hold on. Give you guys something to actually, look at while I try to figure this out, so, hold on. This is really old picture. Yeah, I have a Clip Studio open right now. Sorry, none of these are very, appealing to look at. I guess I'll just sit this here. Yeah, I just had some, Clip Studio open for the sake of it. Okay, let's get back to OBS. But, yeah, I wish you luck on that D2IS. I can't wait to see what you do, but... Okay, so the issue, I think, might have to do with window capture. I don't know, I think that's what I did for Clip Studio, so... What if I do a game capture? Blender. The name is already in it. Yeah, I know. Okay. Just gonna keep adding R's until it works. Okay, yeah, it's probably not what I... Specific window. Okay. Come on. Okay, let's see how this will work. Oh no, it doesn't look like it captured anything. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Wait. Okay. Okay. Why is this my life? Do-do-do-do. Okay. Capture audio, allow transparency. I don't know. Oh boy. But sorry about this, everyone. It's just, oh my god. Okay. Do I need to, like, change this again? Like, why is it not changing? It doesn't match this. Okay, this matches, but it's only on the saving screen. Oh. Hello? Okay, now it's just blank. Okay. My god. Okay. Wait. Okay, I think that was the game capture finally, like, working. Okay, so, like, the thing is, it's... How about I X out of this and just try to open again? Okay. I have to close this real quick. Just hit Blender again. Put my icons the same. Okay, so, hit Vario Loan Model. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, okay, now it's just blank. Why is this, Oh yeah, it's probably because it's on the wrong screen. No, okay, that's split. By the way, how's your guys' days going? Are you guys doing anything exciting right now, or? Oh my god. Let me check this. I might have to do something else if this isn't gonna work. Let me just Google something real quick. Okay. Blender screen not showing up in OBS. Showing up in OBS. I wrote... Okay, that's not just... Yeah, Google is, okay there. Blender not showing up for window or game capture. Trying to record Blender in OBS Studio, but... Okay, we got something here. Although the display capture works, but I'd rather... Try running OBS as admin. To run OBS as administrator, right-click on the OBS shortcut. Properties, Advanced, checkbox. Okay, apply. Then, oh my god. Windows 10. Okay, so, sorry, it's, I don't know what's going on. Okay, move this one. Yes, okay. What if I did this as display capture, actually? Screen 2. I might have to, even though it's not great. Okay, Canvas Pro. Oh, yeah, it's working now. Let's see. Yes! I did it! I'm sorry. I mean, yippee! Okay, now I just need to, like... Okay, so sorry about this, everyone. It's, okay. I just need to drag it back down. I guess I assumed it would... Okay, hide this. Shit. No, hide this. Okay. You know, I thought it would work more like, how... More like how Clip Studio would work, but I guess not. Anyways. Okay, so let me just try to orient this properly. That's why. Yeah, okay, I think that was the right one, hopefully. Nope. Yeah, I did. Got worried that I screwed up with my Clip Studio, but okay, so sorry about that. Okay, let's get back to this. Alright, so yeah, that's quite the mess that we had right there, wasn't it? I gotta de-stress with this coffee. Okay, so now we finally got here. Okay. So yeah, how's everyone doing? I think I already asked that before, but I know I was gonna start completely, or like properly, like start before the actual, like on the actual stream, but I was so stressed out last night that I kind of just went ahead and just did this. So basically I made most of the coat here, and right now the arms still kind of look like a squares, but I'll probably round out the upper arms later on. But yeah, I'm actually kind of proud of what I have, even though it's like only like lowish poly. So, and that's if you don't count the tail, because the tail is definitely not okay. Actually, it's kind of, well, I have a subdivision on the tail right now, so it's more like a lowish poly model rather than a actual low poly model. But so anyways, finally getting on with the project. I think I would like to try and do the work on the forearms, and then yeah, the forearms that are under the big sleeves. So oops, okay. Yeah, it's and you guys are probably gonna see how chaotic my blending actually is. So let's hit Shift A and go ahead and open a cube. So I'm going to G and then Z. It's also been like a very, very long time since I've worked on Blender. So like I don't think I've actually like properly touched Blender since I believe around like late July or middle of August, I think. Like I might have touched it a little bit in August, but yeah, so I haven't really done much, or I haven't really done any serious quote unquote blending. So yeah. Anyways, right now I'm trying to even this block out with like the undershirt sleeve. So okay, this is maybe around the size that I want it to be. Then I'll go back here and then try to recenter this on the x-axis. So yeah, and then I'll extrude afterwards. And yeah, hopefully this isn't like too boring to watch or anything. Okay, so I'm gonna scale it to X. We gotta thin it out a bit more. And I'm about to do the same thing, but scale it to Y, because okay. And then let's do a split edge or cut, I guess. I forgot what the proper term is, so Control R, do it down the middle here. I'm just gonna take the vertices right here. Actually, these are all edges, so I'm just gonna redo that. Press X, delete the vertices. Then I'll go back to object mode. Then I'll add a modifier. Nope, that's material. Okay. Okay, yeah, I don't know if I should delete this or, yeah, okay. Okay, back to modifiers. Let's hit the mirror modifiers so it kind of looks cool so far. Thank you. I appreciate it. Admittedly, the tail's not quite as thick as I intended, but you know, that's okay for now. I can fix it later. Also, I might need to like move the head a bit higher than the reference image shows, but you know, I'll deal with that when I get there. So anyways, let's get back to edit mode, and I'm gonna grab the vertices here, so I'm just kind of squeeze it in a bit. Nope, hold on, actually lower a little up. So I'm gonna try and follow the axes a bit better. Scale to X. Just, oh crap. Okay, clipping. Okay, so scale to X. Yeah, I'm not very good at Blender, so scale to X. This time make it a bit wider. Gonna raise it up a little bit, so to Z. And then make a kind of align it right here. And let's check up on the other side real quick. So maybe lift this down here. And just kind of, oops, I was supposed to scale it to Y. So on my previous Blender attempts, I've actually there was a lot more like sculpting of stuff that I did, but I decided to go with a relatively like simple model just because for like my sanity. So yeah, that's why I'm going for like a quote-unquote lowish poly. So not like absolute low poly, because I know the actual like proper low poly does take effort. So okay, let me check on this. Okay, drag this here. Okay, so scale Y, and I'm just trying to match it to the ends of the glove. So G, Y, then G, no, that's H, okay. Hold on, Control Z. Yeah, I accidentally hit that, so, but G, Y. Okay, I think this should probably be lifted back up, so maybe a bit too low, so just gonna go straight G. Okay, just lift this one up, so see how it looks, and it's okay so far, so alright. I'm gonna take this interior, like this one polygon that's deeper in, so, and then I'm going to extrude that to have it line about Z. Okay, that's wasn't quite correct. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm probably not talking too much about anything interesting. I've just kind of been just dealing with life, I guess. So I'm going to flatten this, so I'm going to take out a loop tool and then just try to set it to flatten. Okay, I don't know if that did anything. How about here? Okay, how about, I forgot how to snap, so yeah, okay. Yeah, it's just kind of want it to be a little more even because of the... Okay, what if I did it to G, X, Y, or no, G, Y, Y? Yeah, no, it didn't. Okay, G, Y, Y. Sorry, I forgot how to snap things, so snapping is kind of, I think, a method where you kind of just align things to, or flatten out a bunch of vertices to one axis. So I'm gonna go ahead and try Googling that real quick. So, how to snap to an axis. Yeah, this is a lot of my Blender process, is just Googling at vertices to an axis. Okay. Okay. Scale tools by pressing S, followed by... Okay, do I hit... Says I might need to hit scale, so... S, okay, and Y. Nope, okay. Oh. S, Y, 0... No, okay. I think I got the general idea, though. So S, Z, 0? Okay, yeah, that's the one, so... Yay, we did it! Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking out something, but... Alright, so let me get back to my blending. So yeah, I wanted to keep it a bit more even, just so it's easier to work with, I guess. But okay, so I'm gonna extrude this again. So okay, E. Sorry, yeah. Okay, Z. It's probably what a lot of the stream is just gonna be is me like Actually, I don't know if I want it to be quite like this. Crap. Okay. You know what? Control Z, Z. Sorry, I just wanna... Okay, so extrude scale. So I'm gonna make it a wee bit thicker, because this is supposed to represent Varia, or Varia slash myself, the armbands. So I'm going to extrude again, and then we can go down. So okay. Yeah, he's a little bit thicker than I thought, but that's okay. And looks like we'll be getting to the hands now, so... Okay, so we're getting to the hard part. Honestly, the hard part in any medium. So, okay. And I need to get back to OBS. Sorry, I was on my stream dashboard. I don't normally like to look at that too much, just for reasons, but... So how's the art going for you guys, out of curiosity? I feel like I need to set this, or... Okay, this is the part that I'm gonna... Sorry, it's like... Just think about, like, what I'm about to deal with. Should have been looking at this one. Okay, so... Yeah, so, okay. I'm just gonna scale it a bit thinner. And then just, G... Oh my god, sorry. Y... Okay, yeah, that went a little bit wild right there, so... Not entirely sure why, but probably just my hand going over the thing. I hate myself at the moment, cutting part for Live 2D. Oh, I see. Yeah, that sucks. I hope it goes alright for you, but... And redrawing the textures, so... Oh my. Yeah, good luck on the Live 2D. I think I saw your, like, clip on Blender, by the way, so... At least the model's, like, looking good. Okay, Alt, select. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Alt, select, please. Okay. Nope, okay. Ah, great. Okay, so right now I'm just trying to get this square. I forgot how to inset. I have to Google it again. Okay. How to inset Blender. I misspelled that probably, but oh well. Okay. Just have to press I. Okay, we just press I, so. Goof good, almost finished. That's cool. As I said before, I can't wait to see what you come up with. Okay, so, it's okay. right now. I just need a X, and then just kind of cram it in here. It's supposed to be flipping, so. Crap. It's just like I don't know what I'm doing. How do I get the hand? I don't know, maybe I should have it as a separate object and then just try to shove it in there. I don't know. I would have to retopologize this. That was the thing. Okay. Yeah, let's just make it another object, so. It's probably not the correct course of action, but that's kind of how I learned it at the first in my first time, so. Yeah, but back in, I think, May or early June, I was trying to make a model for myself. And, I think it came out looking coolish, I guess, but I know that the topology was, like, really bad, but yeah, I was trying to follow a tutorial for sculpting a 3D figure. Sculpting slash, you know, just general modeling, of course, but yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to edit mode. A loop cut, okay. Delete the vertices. Going to go back to object mode, mirror. Okay, back to edit mode. Then select everything, scale. Oh, add a clip, man. Okay, so scale. Okay, what's going on? Okay. Scale. What's going on? Oh, it's probably because I didn't do it. Okay. Frustrating, man. Okay, so I'm just gonna scale it as is. So I just turned it back into a normal square. I'm gonna shove it right here. Honestly, I probably don't even need the mirror modifier for the hand. I don't know. Maybe I do, but screw it. Dang it. That's what I say. Okay, but yeah, I'm just trying to put in the general placement. So yeah, I don't know how much experience any of you guys got, but probably cringing at my work right here. So scale. The scale is a bit lower, so G, D. By the way, for those who don't know, G is the shortcut for scaling. So G, X. So yeah, I'll just stick it right here. G, X. But yeah, so I guess for those who don't know, 3D modeling, a lot of 3D modeling is just trying to get things done. Or for me, it's just following the graph. I know there's a lot of people who can probably just slap some cubes together and just be a-okay. I'm not one of those people, so. But yeah, so. Okay. So yeah. I do think I want to have a... Actually, this might be a bit thick, isn't it? Sorry. Yeah, just maybe I should pretend that the thumb isn't right there. Make it a bit thinner. Okay, so... Yeah, I feel like this, you know what, I'll edit or alter this. Yeah, we'll just scale it, okay. Like I'm trying to speak. Not very good at speaking. So I'm just gonna put it down a bit further. No. Okay, sorry. G, E. Oh, just do all of them. Okay, G, Z. Okay. Now I said, alright. Oh, thank you for the raid, Mata Prezi. Thank you. I appreciate it. How's your day going, by the way? I'm just gonna control save real quick. Okay. Or how was your stream? Actually, I'll just snooze those. Okay, snooze the ads for 5 minutes, so we won't have to deal with that for a little bit. But yeah, so how was the stream? Did you do any like art or something? You know, I'm willing to do an art tax if you're interested. But yeah, right now I'm trying to make a 3D model for myself. So I technically already have a 3D model, but that's actually like a VRoid model. But I'm not using it right now just because Blender is kind of taxing for my computer. So I decided to go with my PNG that I had for a while back. But hello, Viridian. Prezi recommended me to you. I see. That's cool. Thank you, Prezi, and thanks again for the raid. Yeah, we were just doing art, and it's so cool that you're doing 3D. Yeah, it's thank you. This is actually my first Blender stream. It's not my first time using Blender, but I'm still pretty new to Blender, of course. But yeah, so and thank you for the follow. But yeah, so do you have any like art tags or art texts? I can like pop over to like Clip Studio. I can probably like pop over to like Clip Studio or just open the window, but like basically like a screenshot of what you were working on. Okay. Also, the ads are going to be coming in for 5 minutes, so I can only like stave them off for so long. But anyways, just kind of looking up the thing. Okay, let me link it. All right. Sorry, I don't know if you saw that flash right there. I actually have my Fuji. Yeah, I think I saw something like flash on the screen for a moment. I think it was the Fujitech stuff. So. Okay, so let me hop over to my browser real quick. Right now I'm actually using a display capture rather than my normal. It's Hollow from Spice and Wolf Art. I see. Oh, it's so cute. Yeah, I heard about Spice and Wolf, but I never like watched the actual anime or anything. Hold on a second. I'm gonna, oops. Okay, try to open this here. Get back to OBS. Yeah, so this is sorry, it's not perfectly aligned. But yeah, this is Maka's Miart. This is their art here, and it's very cute. You know, yeah, I actually really like it. Thank you. It's a slice of life fantasy romance anime. I see. Yeah, I remember trying to read the light novel as a kid, but I had a hard time getting into it because they were talking about like economics a lot, so. But yeah, thank you for raiding again, and I can't wait to see this done, unless it's like, this is the finished product, but I'm just gonna close out now, but yeah, you're welcome. Oh, sorry, you were pointing to Cinna. Okay, I'm dumb, okay. But yeah, I wish you luck on the rest of the drawing. I'll just try to get back to my Blender shenanigans, so. Right now I'm trying to figure out what to do about this hand, so right now it's a separate object, and trying to make it look decent. And so I'm just gonna extrude the top and have it follow the Z-axis, and then I'm gonna shrink it a bit so it kind of squeezes into the glove. I have no idea if this is how to properly do this kind of thing, but as I said before to the people here, but yeah, it's definitely a learning curve. And we're gonna make this upper part wider. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing here actually. Try to follow the shape of the palm right here, and then I'll try to shove the fingers in here. So, yep, so I'll be finishing it on another. It's amazing how you're able to learn how to model. Thank you. Yeah, like some parts of it isn't too bad, but I know it's definitely like a major learning curve. Okay, so sorry, I was like looking at the ad break timer, so I'll tell you when there's like 30 seconds left, but yeah. But yeah, this technically probably like who knows. Yeah, Admittedly, I've attempted to make a model like many times, but I was about to say like 80th attempt, but that's an exaggeration. But you know, I just kind of been doing smaller projects to try to get a handle on it. But I realized I just needed to do something a bit more simple. Okay. You know, I'm kind of thinking that I might need to re-topologize the hand later, just because it seems very complicated. Would love to see your finished model as well. Thank you. I'm actually kind of hoping to get this done by, I think, maybe around Halloween or a little bit before Halloween. Because I was actually kind of thinking about doing some sort of yeah, I was thinking about like some kind of re-debut or something with around Halloween, so because I'm a ghost and all that, and I thought it'd just be kind of fun. Okay, so I'm a little bit trying to lock in. Okay, the ad break is coming. Sorry, I forgot to say that. 30 seconds. Well, Halloween, hell yeah. Yep, Halloween. We love spooky season. Yeah, spooky season's pretty fun. Admittedly, I don't celebrate quite as much, but you know, I think doing stuff online would be more of a celebration. I think I might be able to go to a Halloween party, but it's probably the first Halloween party in years. But I have a family member who's planning one on the later part of October. But yeah, so you know, hopefully I can get the debut done. But okay. Also, sorry if you're stuck behind the ad wall. It's probably kind of wondering if we're at that point. Okay, shut on. Okay, I really should have looked up a tutorial. I might have to redo the specific one. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Control Z, easy. Okay, so the ad break is starting on my end, or from what I see. Yeah, I'm gonna scale this, extrude this. Hold on. Control Z, Z, Z. Okay. Sorry, sometimes when you extrude it doesn't like save. Also, I'm trying to look at this. I hope you enjoy the party, and yeah, no worries, I do have a raid and run as well. Hope your stream goes well, and nice meeting you. Alright. Thank you, I appreciate you coming here, and I hope the rest of your day goes well. In case, I don't know if you're behind the ad wall, but see you. Thanks for the raid. I'll just type down here. Hope the rest of your day goes well. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if they're able to see it, but okay. And I don't really have any need to use the restroom or anything, so yeah, I usually try to. For those who don't know, I try to like align my breaks with my personal breaks with the ad breaks, so the people stuck behind the ad wall aren't like stuck missing too much. But today I don't really need to worry about any like physical needs at the moment. So okay, so now I'm doing the fingers again. So, but yeah, I'll probably be redoing these, to be honest. Like part of me does kind of want to have like hand tracking for my model here, so at least like very rudimentary hand tracking. I feel like that makes me a little more expressive, but I was kind of worried about facial expressions, but it kind of occurred to me that I don't think the facial expressions on my V-Raid model are the best, or like the tracking for my facial expressions. Okay. So it's very chunky on this end. So I'm gonna have to like flatten a lot of these real quick. Okay. Yeah, I probably should have followed a bit better, shouldn't I? Okay. But yeah, let's just I just need to thin these out. Oops. Send these out on the y-axis. Thank you. Okay, rotate. G. Okay, it's a little bit of a guessing game on the profile side, because I did not plan this out. Oops. Okay. Yeah, for anyone who might have done 3D modeling, you might be cringing right now. Okay. Okay, so, honestly, let's, try to align this back here. Yeah, it's probably, like, kind of terrible to be watching right now. Okay. What's that? 3 right here. Okay, and then, oops, okay, we flung that all the way over there. But G, Y. Okay. G, Y. And then I'm going to add 3 loop cuts to each finger real quick to represent each joint of the hand. Okay. I probably shouldn't have done this one on stream, I'll be honest. Okay. I'm trying to remember if that okay. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if that one tutorial that I watched originally had the hands attached to the arm by the time that that he was attaching the arms to the body, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I'm just gonna scale all these, make all these a bit thinner. Okay, GY. Try to align it with the joint right here. And I'll try to get all these, the tips of the fingers right here, and try to align that. Well, not the tip tips, but or tippy tips. And of course the. Ah, shit. Sorry, hold on. I missed one. Missed a spot. Okay. So G. Get this here. Then, I'm gonna start shrinking all these. So. Okay. Yeah, even in my first attempt, the hands are like really bad, so. Yeah, I wish I could show you guys the first attempt, but it's technically nude, so I don't think I can go around showing that off on Twitch, you know. Might be taken as something a little spicier than it actually is. Just gonna tone the knuckles down a little bit. Oh boy. Yeah, I should have studied this part. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Oops, and I do not want to hit that. Yeah, let's just move this one back here. So. Okay. So next I should, looking at my own hand. Let's do a loop cut on this. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Let's look at let's go to the frontal view. Yeah, it's technically okay. So I think about here and here and here. I can go ahead and grab the. I'm gonna extrude these 4. Yeah, it's gonna extrude these 4. So extrude. Okay, stop. So this is the first joint to the hand. Try to even this one out. Okay. On this down here. Yeah, I can probably tell the hands are not my forte. Of course, I'm not sure if you can really say hands are anyone's forte, but I'm sure there's people who are like good at hands. Yeah, there's people who are good at hands. I'm just not me, though. I'll be honest. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I should just hit this one. Oh my god, please. I don't know why I didn't hit the other one. Ugh. Nasty. Yuck. Okay, so... Yeah, sorry I'm not talking about too much interesting. Today's just been a day, so... You know, I was, had my interview today, so I was, like, very stressed out since, like, last night. To be honest, I don't think I landed the job. Yeah, I don't think I was really a right fit for it anyway. Hold a second. Sorry. I think I see an issue. Okay, hold on. Okay. Yeah, I should have made that part longer. Okay. You know what? If I have to redo the arm, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Stop. Okay. Rotate a lot. Okay. G. Scale. Yeah, I don't think anyone wants to watch me do a tutorial on a stream, so... At least that's my assumption. Ugh, hands. Hands, Okay, what if I made this up? Part a bit chunkier. Should be down here, actually. Yeah, like, now the thumb is like way too thin, that's the problem. It's like, all the other fingers like very chunky looking, and then the thumb specifically just thin as heck. Okay. Go to the other side. I think I drew the hand backward. Okay. On the reference sheet, so struggling a little bit. Okay, so G, Y. You know what? Okay. 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 G, Y. Rotate. G. Scale. G. Okay, get these 2, or 4, I should say. Also, talking about the previous attempt again, I realized that the reference that I did was pretty bad, because I drew the hands in kind of a way that I don't think it would work with the 3D. Like, I noticed that a lot of people kind of draw the hands spread out, and I realized that kind of what you want for a 3D model of a hand. But yeah, so I drew the hand kind of in a weird way, so. I'm just gonna take this entire loop, so I'm gonna hit Alt, and I use a snazzy jazzy loop tools right there, so. Let's see. Yeah, okay, I think loop tools kind of helped a little bit. Actually, I should scale the end a little bit bigger. Maybe not. Okay, so rotate again. Okay. Yeah, this thumb looks so off. Okay, we're going back. Going back, everyone. Yeah, does anyone else just absolutely struggle with this kind of thing? Okay. Okay. Let's look at it in object mode. Me? I see. Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on here. Let me just look at the... I could probably lift up these two parts right here, so... Edit mode. Yeah, it's kind of clipping, actually. Okay, let's get the... Nope, okay. So try to hit the right button. Okay, there it is. Yeah, you right there. I see you, Mr. Vertex. Okay. So, I'm going to, move this little guy here. Move him, this way, so we can see him. Maybe the thumb should actually be spread out a bit more. Okay. Okay, okay. Maybe that's the issue. Rotate. Ugh. Yuck. Okay. Yeah, I kind of wondering if I should just join this house somehow. Okay. Maybe just move these down, maybe? Okay. Yeah, I feel like a proper low poly artists are gonna like cringe so bad when they see this. Oh man. I guess it's not as horrible now that I have it developed a bit further. Maybe. You know what I need to do? Probably something I should have done earlier is scale the interior of the hand a bit more so it looks a bit rounder. Hold on, I'm gonna figure this out somehow. I'm gonna figure it out somehow. Okay. Boop. Okay, and then have to just select every individual vertex of the hand. D, thigh, toe, thumb. Okay. Okay, so here we go, folks. Okay. Let's toggle the X-ray off. Okay, so. Okay. Maybe scale it a bit more. Oh, yeah. It looks great until you look at the side and it's like, oh god. Okay. I want to push these in a little bit. Okay, maybe not all of these little guys. You. Okay. Oh, man. Yeah, I should have looked up a tutorial. Okay. I mean, it's like roughly hand-shaped, you know? Like, it looks a little bit like a hand. Ugh, God. Okay, let's get back to edit mode real quick. Nothing I still need to do. Just find the top right here. Okay. Not wireframe, I don't want wire. Just want X-ray, not wireframe, yeah. Alt. Okay, got this. This, okay. So I am going to go ahead and extrude. So E, stop. Okay, then scale. Okay. Z0. Okay. And there's the wrist. So, anyways, object mode. Turn the X-ray off. And I guess I can settle with this for now. But yeah, maybe I should redo this sometime later. So I'm gonna go. Actually, I'm already in object mode. I'm gonna start messing with hold on. Nah, okay. I was gonna subdivide it, but or like apply subdividing. But I think I'll just do it on my own. So hit all these corners right here. You. Okay. I guess not. Alright. Wait, hold on. Shoot. Okay. I want edge left, not the vertices. So I'm just gonna try something. So Control B and bevel. Actually, no, that's not working. Kind of messes with the corners a bit. Okay, I guess we'll just have to do it though. I'll just have to do it myself. So yeah. What if I kind of scaled it down a little bit? So E. Let's scale it on the X. Let's scale it on the. Oh my god. Shoot. Sorry, hold on. Again. Make sure I hit everything I actually want to hit. Okay. Get back to the proper mode. X. Okay. Scale to. What am I doing? No. Okay. Okay. Just don't mind me questioning my life decisions over and over and over and over. Okay. Okay, so scale to X. I'm just gonna make it a bit rounder. I kind of wonder if I can just do this. So, loop tools, circle. Oh, what do you know? A circle. Yeah, that actually kind of worked. Okay, so get back to X-ray mode. I kind of like the idea of keeping some parts a little bit more square than others. I'm not entirely sure. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna grab these two. Okay, so how about I should probably stick this on X-ray mode again. So oh no. I'm putting my hands, my face in my hands right now. Because I did this wrong, folks. I did it wrong. Okay, so rotate. Rotate. Z. 90. Oh, okay, that worked. Yeah, that worked. Okay, so G. Sorry, I just don't liking how. Okay, Z. G.
This is where your story begins.
Y.
I'm sorry I won't be there to see it.
Soul is leaving my body. Do do. Do do.
I want you to be amazed
Okay, so.
that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all.
Okay, flip this back. Yeah, I realized that the profile of the hand should be somewhere else. So, okay, so let's rotate this again. And along the y-axis, and then put it to 90. Backtrack. Rotate y negative 90. Okay, that's correct. Enter. G, and we're just gonna lift it up real quick. And the sleeve looks a little bit thick, so we'll have to go back for that one. G. Okay, Y. Shoo. Yeah, I think this probably gonna have to thin down the arm, but well. Ugh. Sorry, that was the coffee again. Yuck. Yuck. Cold coffee. Okay, back to edit mode. Okay, so scale. Then G. Z. Okay. I'm gonna just raise this up a little bit. Rotate. Scale again. And I think I can get away with just deleting the face part. Let's start with this vertice. Okay. Okay. We can just fill it back in later, but okay, so that did take quite a bit longer than oh my god, shoot. Sorry. Control Z, 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 Z. Okay, edit, redo real quick. Okay. Okay, back to transparent mode. So honestly, I need to scale down the entire sleeve probably, so Alt Shift. Okay. Should probably turn off X-ray mode, and it's still kind of oh, yikes. Okay, it's gonna be my life. Oops. Okay, you know what? I just want to worry about scaling this, so Alt Shift. Alt. Yeah, Alt Shift. Okay. So we scale this specific one down a bit more. And we can scale down the very back one quite a bit more. Maybe. Control Z. That's too much, honestly. You know what? There's another thing we can do. Object mode. Actually, hold on a second. Apply. Okay. Edit mode. No. Hit this. Hit. Oh, hold on. Select box, please. Okay. This. Edit mode. Basically, I'm trying to... gonna try and widen something here. Yeah, I'm trying to... Okay. Yeah, sorry, this might not be the most exciting screen to pop into. This is killing me. Killing me, Varia. You're killing me. Okay. Oh, just... Yeah, I don't like how... Feels like it's burning a little too much. Okay, how about we get these 2 parts instead? So scale. Make the sleeves even wider. Scale. Scale a little bit. Cheesy. Okay. Okay, how about actually round out these the elbow here. See if it fits a bit better. That kind of is fitting a bit better. Okay. So yeah, I need to get back to the touch the sleeves again. Go back to edit mode. Okay. Go back to X-ray. Turning out to be quite a bit more of a struggle than I thought, I'll be honest. I'm splitting hair. Your stream is way more fun and interesting. Haha. I see. I'm glad you think so. Yeah, I guess to be fair, it's probably more interesting than stuff involving rigging. Or splitting, I guess. I forgot what the correct term was for it. You know, fun. I think you probably already know this, but originally I was going to make a live 2D model for myself. But I kind of gave up because it was just kind of becoming too much for me, so. But yeah, originally I wanted to be a live 2D VTuber rather than what it ended up becoming, so. Hold on a second. I should really start naming these pop cubes. Okay. Okay, so coats. Because I have not been naming these, by the way. Okay, this is the tail. And this is cube 2. That's the forearm. So let's name this forearm. And finally, we should have the cube 3, which is the hand. So. Okay, let me stretch real quick. Oh, okay. I should probably change my expression back. You know, just in a constant state of rage because of the nature of what I'm doing. Oh, Blender's so hard, my god. Blender's so hard, oh my god. Oh, please. Now, one nice thing I like about, or prefer about my PNG model is just that. Because it's in the chibi mode, it's like less, a little less, weird for me to just go like, hello, it's me, Vaya. Because sometimes I do that on my Vtuber model, but it looks just weird with a normal model, so. Yeah, I gotta do like a little Jelly Bean chibi model too at some point, like for 3D. I'm not entirely sure how I would go about that personally, but I do think it'd be very funny, or slash cute. Hit the mirror, do. Okay. So here's that, and I'm gonna copy, go to the hand, and then just up. Okay, never mind. Just gonna copy and paste the modifier, but I guess that doesn't quite work like that. So, but that's okay since I got this down. So we're at least getting somewhere now. Okay, let me just take. I need to drink my water. My God. Sorry about that. Was suddenly very, very thirsty. Okay. So I'm just trying to stop and stare. I'll go check the browser real quick to see how things are going. But, okay. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to... I think I just need like a small moment for myself, but... You know, the next time the ad break comes around, I'll be getting coffee and water and stuff, so... But technically, right now, I think it's about time to move on to the head, so... You know, I never actually came to the proper decision for a head, but... Oops, that's a plane. But I think I'm just gonna do the have the face be a texture rather than just fully modeled. Maybe. Yeah, I'm still not sure, but I can redo it. So this is moving a lot faster than I initially thought it would move, so it's not really the end of the world if it's not. If I need to make like some minor edits. Oops. I do need to like... I'm gonna try to follow the head real quick, but after that I'm going to probably move it up a bit because of I guess the proportions came out a bit weird. Okay, so we're just gonna scale it. Okay, so this is roughly the same size of the head. I'm also not quite used to doing the like properly 3D modeling the head, but I did kind of do that with a butt, like a 3D bust that I tried, but yeah, I got kind of roadblocked on that bust, so I gave it up. And basically, for those who don't know, I kind of got roadblocked by the hair, so hopefully I don't get roadblocked by the hair again. Like, hair is very, very hard to model in 3D, by the way. As someone who barely knows how to 3D model, I say it's pretty hard. Honestly, though, even the people who do actually like 3D model find hair to be difficult, so I know it's not just me. But yeah, so... Okay, let's try to see what I would do. You know what, let's try to... Yeah, I should probably align this with the profile real quick, so... G... Y. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, it's looking okay. J... Y. Okay, there it goes. Actually, probably should have did this. But yeah, so looks like we're gonna be bending the cube down to look closer to the face. So I do kind of want to do this first with the... Oops, oh my god. No! It's fine. Okay. I'm just gonna merge any possible bullets around here. Okay. Actually, there's probably a better way to go about this. So yeah, for some reason the clipping isn't on automatically, so kind of screws me up a bit. But yeah, basically the worry is that that won't come out okay. Okay. I'm just going to put this here, and I'm going to put these at the end of the mandible, and try to look through this entire mess, and just try to roughly follow the shape, so. Okay. So, go over here. Just going to take these. And I'm going to have to remind myself to try to follow the frontal reference a bit more closely, but I know it's going to be kind of a challenge. Okay, so this is hitting the mandible, so let's on the front side. So let's go over here. Save, dang it. Okay, Control S. Alright, thank you for the reminder, Sin. I saved this right. I'll hit Control. Okay, yeah, it saved it. But yes, thank you for the reminder. It's been sure it's been a little bit since I actually saved. Okay. Yeah, hold on. Let's see where it hits here. Yeah, you know what? Let's just put these top pieces more around the cranium so I can follow it a bit easier. Not sure if any professional 3D modelers would be recommending this method, but oh well. Okay, Control Z. Oh, you know what? No, it's fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna shove this here. Yeah, I feel like the head on the front might be a bit bigger than the head on the back. So, or the profile. So, yep, there's some issues I'm having already. So, oh well. Gonna add 3 loop cuts. Oops. Come on. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's get this one. Gonna make this roughly head shaped. I'm going to ignore the nose too, by the way, so just for the time being. Okay. Yeah, I need to hit all these back ones though. So G, Y, and then Y for why am I doing this? Okay. Right, drag these little dots down. Okay. I mean, it looks generally like a head. Okay. Hold on. Okay. I'm just trying to... Okay. I'm just trying to... Oh boy. Yeah, sorry, I know this is not looking too great, but yeah. Yeah, let's try to widen the head on him over here. So G, X. You know, long ago I actually did try to start with Blender as a or Vtuber model, but yeah, I've been messing with the idea of becoming a Vtuber long ago, but yeah, back then I definitely struggled a little too much. So I kind of ended up giving up. And then I thought like, oh, you know, Live 2D, that can't be too bad. But then when I was making my Live 2D model, I feel like I ended up taking too long on just general stuff, so I ended up giving up on that too. But then I decided to go back to VRoid, or not VRoid, but Blender. So actually, it wasn't until I decided to go back to Blender when I officially decided to give up on the Live 2D model. Problem was that it was like taking so long that I ended up like my art style like kind of changed. So yeah. G, Y. Okay, so right now I'm trying to build the face a bit more. Okay, I might be moving this these parts down a little bit. And I'm just gonna add another loop cut. GG. So try to pull up here. Try to follow the shape of the face. Also, hello, One Cardboard 12. Thank you for chatting. How's your day going? My day's been okay-ish so far, so I'd say the start was kind of rough, but right now I'm just trying to like do a 3D modeling. So I'm not super experienced in this medium, by the way, so it's coming out kind of rough, I'll be honest, but however, hopefully it looks okay. You know, though, when I started this model, it's actually I was actually kind of speeding through it. It's funnily enough. But yeah, I'm trying to build out the head right now, so I'm just trying to make a general head shape, I think. I am 15, so I have to leave, sadly. Okay. Yeah, sorry, this is 18 and up, but not that it's like anything spicy or anything, but just to be safe. But yeah, so sorry about that. Hope you have a good day, though. Okay. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go represent the front of the face right here. Okay. Yeah, so this stream is just me fiddling around. Very much fiddling around. Oh, thank you for the raid, Prezi-chan. I appreciate it. I think someone said, sorry, but Makamyor, sorry, I already forgot the name. I think Maka mentioned that you might have recommended me, but thank you. Hello, I hope your stream went well. Were you like drawing today, or if so, I hope the art went well. You know, if you were drawing, by the way, you can actually drop in a art tag if you're open to that, or art text, I should say. But yeah, right now I'm trying to do a 3D modeling, and the head right here is actually dipped in. Oh my god. Okay. Yes, it was drawing. Lots of sketches. I see. That sounds cool. But yeah, I'm trying to do a lowish poly 3D model today. So this is actually my first Blender stream, for those who don't know. So yeah, I'm kind of a Blender noob. Or like a noob at Blender, so honestly, like very much questioning my life decisions right now, but okay, hold on. But yeah, if you want to share some of your sketches, you can like drop us a link to a screenshot and I can try showing everyone. If not, that's okay. Perfectly fine. But yeah, I'm trying to make this head look a little bit rounder right now, so. Okay. I'm actually very impressed. That's why I recommend it. I see. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. So I'm just trying to... Technically, at least the cranium here should be covered by hair, so... Now, hopefully that looks a bit better. Hopefully it looks a bit better if I did that, but... I'm gonna take these a little bits right here. I'm gonna go to Z and just try to round it out, actually, so... Nope, back. G, Y. Okay. So yeah, hopefully this makes it actually rounder. G, Y, oops. Okay, G, Y. But yeah, so is there anything specific that you were drawing today, or? Okay, it's very wide now. My character looks like an alien. It looks like an alien, damn it. Okay. Okay, I might have made it a little too wide right there. Okay. Yeah, it's way too high. Oh my god. It looked okay from the top, but not anymore. Okay, you know what? I might just, G, Y. No, not that one. Okay. G, Y. Maybe this one just needs to be pushed a bit more. I was sketching Panty Anarchy, and then I ended the stream drawing Marin Kitagawa. Hey, C. I feel like I heard of Marin, but I definitely know who Panty is. I haven't watched the new season, or actually I haven't watched the show in general, but yeah, I do know. I am aware of the characters. So, but yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna try again with the cube. So I'm not gonna delete my first attempt, but I'm gonna just give it another shot because it's I'm not really happy with that, how that was looking. Okay, that's a plane. Okay. Okay, so that's also still a plane. Okay, sorry, I keep hitting the wrong thing. Okay, mesh, cube. Okay. So G, Z. Okay, and I see the link from the corner of my eye. I'll be getting to that as soon as I resize the head properly. So try to make it head sized. Okay. Oops. Nope. Crap. Sorry, I went off center. G, Z. Okay, there. Sorry about that. It's okay. Take your time. Yeah. All right. So let me hit this. Ooh. Oh, that's awesome looking. Hold on, let me drag it to the second browser, because I can actually... I'm using the display capture today rather than what I normally use. So yeah, this looks like really cool. I really love the composition you have in this one. Yeah, it's very exciting and whatnot. Let me check out the other one too, so... By the way, for those who don't know, because I probably should have mentioned... Oh, yeah, I think I know who this character is. Yeah, she's from that Dress Up Darling show, I think. But yeah, this looks really nice too. I like the foreshortening that you got going on. It's a very cute pose, so... But yeah, thank you again for the raid, so... I feel like I should say this for anyone who's new to who's new and doesn't know who I am, since I'm not used to getting raids, sorry, but I'm Varya the Verding Ghost. I normally have a actual VTuber model, but today I am using my PNG model. That's actually my very first model for streaming. Right now I'm using it because Blender can be kind of intense on a computer screen, so yeah, I decided to just kind of choose the less CPU intensive method. So, but yeah, so I'm also trying to make myself a new 3D model. So, while my V-Ray model is pretty nice, or at least like okay-ish, I decided that I wanted to have a model that actually like represents my character better. So, because I had a original design planned out, or like an actual design planned out long before I touched V-Roid, but I couldn't really recreate it properly in V-Roid, so yeah, I chose to recreate it here. But yeah, so thank you and you are welcome. Yep. And also, if anyone needs to raid and run, that's okay. I understand. And I'll just be chugging along here today, so. I'm gonna apply another mirror modifier to this cube. I also erased the side. I erased the two sides here because try to reach far back into my memory when in my early days of attempting Blender and trying to remember the methods that was actually like recommended. So But yeah, it's kind of a... It can be kind of a challenge to sculpt or model ahead. So hold on a second. Dang it. Okay. So GY. No, actually, yeah, GY. Sorry, I'm trying to remember what actual buttons to please. Oh my god, sorry. Why is it not working? Okay. Yeah, I'm hitting this, and I wanted to move it inside. So GY. Oh, duh. Sorry. GX. Supposed to be on the x-axis. Yeah, this is why this is why my title is Idiot Tries Blender. Okay. So yeah, here is the head, take 2. It's going okay, I guess. So, anyways, I'm gonna have a split cut here. I'm gonna have a 4. I'm gonna start off with a. Sorry, I'm trying to think about how many to start off with. Should I try 4 again, or should I add more? Yeah, let's just start out with 4 for the time being. But yeah, so I actually did the coat last night, so let me just you guys probably saw it already, but the coat and the tail, I actually did those last night, so getting out of x-ray mode. And I'm kind of proud how it looks so far, but of course it needs to be polished a bit more, but yeah. And then I did these hands and the sleeves, or like the inner sleeves. You can kind of see it. I did those earlier today on the stream, so kind of struggled with a bit with the hands, but it's not like it's the worst thing ever. But it does look a little bit wonky to me. But yeah, I guess my hands always look a little bit wonky, so. I mean, hopefully they can be like considered functional, though. That's the thing. Okay, back to X-ray mode. Gotta use X-ray mode to kind of know what I'm doing here. Also, there's an ad break coming in like 4 minutes. When the ad break comes on, I'm gonna, or at least when the timer runs out, I'm gonna go on an actual break myself. So, and then I figured that I can, drink some coffee, or get more coffee, get more water, maybe use the toilet, the little ghost room. All right. That's usually how I try to do things on my streams, so. Okay, I'm gonna be resting now. Good luck with Blender and doing your 3D model. 3D modeling can be really challenging, especially arranging every part and shaping. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it definitely can be. I actually tried Blender again earlier this month, and I was able to take advantage of the sculpting mode and like shrink wraps and stuff, but yeah, for the low poly stuff, it's not quite as helpful, but hopefully I can get a handle on it. Uh-oh. Sorry, I don't see a loop code down here. Okay, hold on. Shoot, sorry. Okay, it's fine, guys. I'll figure it out. Let's just get it here. So, yeah, it's definitely a challenge. But yeah, have a good evening if you haven't already left. Sorry about that. I got distracted. Okay, how about? Hold on. Can I add a loop cut here? Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm definitely going to be using textures for this. Also, yeah, they're little emojis that break you. And Fugi Tech is flashing again, sorry. Apparently there's something going down on the Fugi Tech site. So, for those who don't know what Fugi Tech is, it basically lets you have little PNG models that kind of represent when you're talking in a Discord call. So some streamers like to have Discord calls running for their collabs and stuff, and yeah. But I heard something's going on, but I'm not exactly sure what is happening, so. Also, I just need to count real quick. So I'm gonna assume this is the top and the bottom. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna need to add a couple more loop cuts right here. So I do want to try to keep this even, I think. Okay. Sorry, I feel like I went very off topic, but like crap, I don't even know what I was talking about again. Okay. Okay. So this front part should be the face. And the back part is, of course, the cranium. So, okay. Let's figure this out. Okay. Yeah, I'm almost already. But yeah, so, okay. And I'm already... Oh, man. Also, I'm just gonna scale this a bit. Because the cranium usually is a bit bigger than I think a lot of us kind of give it credit for. Yeah, sometimes I forget it myself. Okay, so now let me just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, it feels like I have too many back here and then not enough on the front, but I have to keep it even. Sorry, I keep like ranting, but it's like, oh dear God. Oh dear God. Okay. I should probably start get the stuff here. Okay, the ad break is beginning, so okay, yeah, I'm gonna go BRB, guys. So control save. I don't want to. Okay, it's saved, and I'll be right back. So BRB, I'll hit it in the chat. So, all right, see you guys soon. coming back. I forgot to mute the mic so you guys can hear me. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's see. So. Okay, should be, the ad break should be done. So, welcome back, everybody. So, thank you for waiting for the break. I hope. Okay. You know, I was just thinking about how it's kind of starting to feel more autumny around here, so. I don't know how it is for you guys, but yeah, over here it's very much autumny. Right, a lot of, also, thank you, Senna. But yeah, so, kind of wondering if you guys are having the same thing happen around here. I'm gonna move these two up. Yeah, I'm never very good about having the facial proportions kind of be properly aligned, so. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to align the chin a bit more, so maybe. But yeah, I was kind of, on my break, I was kind of thinking about how it's really feeling a lot more autumny today, so. I guess not necessarily today, but like this season, even though it's like early September. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out. Okay, now I just I'm just gonna put these down a bit so. And I'm just trying to comfort myself, knowing that this is gonna be covered up by hair. It just looks kind of odd right now. Okay. I'm just trying to think about face proportions, and I'm gonna add a split cut because I need to get that in there. So, yeah, about here. Then I will go to here. Okay, should have grab these actually. Okay, so we go over here, and I can just G and Y and drag this all the way to the about over here maybe. So, and how about I scale then to the, is it X or Y? Let's try Y0. Okay. I just made them flat. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a slow, painful process. Okay, but yeah, sorry about I keep going off topic, but yeah, some of the trees around here are already like starting to change color, and it's kind of wild to think about it. Okay, so E, just drag it to the back of the head. I don't know if this is aligned properly. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Maybe I should have counted this one as the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm sorry. I already lost. Shoot. Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna G. Oops. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm kind of out of my depth right now, as you guys can probably tell already. So, yeah, so. Okay, so I'm just gonna extrude one more time. So it definitely is not perfectly aligned, but I'm just gonna merge this at the center. G. Okay, merge at center. Just raise this one up. Probably not. Looks really weird. I keep hitting G. Sorry. Merge. Okay. You know, there is a tool to kind of like smooth out topology a bit, so maybe I should remember to try and use that later on. Okay, so technically this is the halfway point, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Dang it. You know what? I'm just gonna take these GG, just gonna roll it here, add a loop cut here. Now I can probably pull it out a little bit, and then add another loop cut up here. Probably a bit early for that one, but okay. So what I'm gonna do is just try to match the shape of the eye real quick. So basically the shape of the God shoots. Sorry. No. Okay. I accidentally grabbed one of the vertices in the back, so that kind of screwed things up. Okay. It's just me right now. Like, so hard. No, grab too many. Okay. Okay. Should I watch a tutorial? No, I was just trying to calm down from when I got back from the interview. So, hold on. GG. Okay. So I'm just gonna push this specific one back. Kind of align with the eye right here. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I want to push the eye back actually a bit further. Okay. Kind of feels like we're getting somewhere at least. Maybe. Okay. And I think this outer point should be a bit further. Stick up a little bit further. Okay. Maybe same with this section. Yeah, this front part is maybe sticking out a little too much. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so what do I do next, actually? I mean, I could probably fill in the cranium. You know, some people say that 3D modeling is just a lot of puzzle solving, and I'm starting to understand why they say that. Okay. Okay, so let's just extrude this right now. So try to follow the shape of a forehead, or at least where I imagine the hairline should be. So okay. Out of curiosity, has anyone here like 3D modeled before, or not really? Okay, so we got some of the forehead starting to look a little bit better. So we want to get up here, extrude. Okay. Grab this, and then we're gonna flip fill, so just double tap the F shortcut. Okay. We go back to profile and extrude. And then we can blood fill again. F, F. And then we got a polygon right here, so F. And another one. Okay. So we got those two. And oh, look. You can just fill in this. Got two to fill in right here. Oh, how lovely. How convenient. Look, let's see. F, F. Alright. Cool. Nice. Okay, that's not too bad. No problem, not yet, but I want to try it eventually. I see. Yeah, it's not usually as bad, or like, I guess I wouldn't say it's that horrible, but there's definitely challenges to it, but usually it's recommended to start with like simpler objects, or even like try to follow tutorials closely. I tried doing that, but I kind of got I guess I got kind of distracted by my 2D stuff. I'm just going to take a little mental break, by the way. But I know there's like a lot of tutorials that can kind of help you figure stuff out, but yeah, I haven't actually like used many tutorials for this specific model, so it's not, it was kind of recommended to me to try doing a Lego Man tutorial, so like building a Lego Man in 3D. And there's the donut tutorial, which is kind of famous. Yeah, I designed some coins for my world building project or something. Yeah, that's probably a good place to start. I can probably figure out textures too, so. Textures, I feel like for a coin, you probably want to use normal maps or something. I actually didn't know about normal maps until like deeper in, but basically they kind of have a. Actually, I'm not sure if I can explain it, but kind of. Basically, the way it works is that the computer it makes it look like there's more texture on the, or like the form is more complicated than it actually is. I don't know. I'm sorry. You probably have to Google that because I barely know what I'm doing here. But okay, just gonna take a sip of this good old coffee. Okay. And back to the grind. So back to pain. So let's check. 1. Okay, I know there's gonna need to have more shapes here. Okay. Yeah, I'm just okay, my brain's just kind of smoking already. So shoop. Shoop. So let's just add 2 more loop cuts right here. That's probably what I want to do. At least for now. And then I can put my chin down here. Okay. Go to the bottom of the nose right here. Yeah, I'll probably want to do the nose details. Okay. Yeah, also I think I already mentioned to you guys that I would like to have this the face represented as textures. Okay, and the nose is already looking really off. Okay. GG. Okay, so also a fun fact, the GG for Blender is a shortcut that makes it so the vertices kind of follow the lines that are already there, so in case anyone's wondering. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of shivering in fear. Okay. Let's see. Gotta try and get started on this stuff. Hold on. Okay, so try to follow the head. Oops, okay. I'm just trying to do it for my sanity at this point. So, oops. F. Okay. G. Okay. Yeah, I know this isn't the... I keep apologizing for the stream being a bit boring, but yeah, it's just a lot of guesswork and staring at what I'm doing and being confused and just pain. So much pain. Agony. Okay, I'm just gonna extrude. Well, extrude, try to follow the face. Get these right here, so I'll just shove that next to the nose. Okay. Hold on. Put this out a bit further. Okay. By the way, what's your world building process like? Unless it's okay if you don't want to talk about it, but I know that people usually like to share information about their world building and stuff. I used to do some world building too, but I burnt out on it a little bit, so I kind of just ended. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna extrude it in. So this should be following the collarbone a bit. Okay, let's get it on this one. Not the collarbone, but the cheekbone, I guess. Technically, this would be the front of the face. Oops, okay, too much. Okay, G. Yeah, I'll have this end at where the mandible would presumably hit. Okay. Yeah, this is too far in, actually. Okay. Yeah, it helps to kind of know your anatomy for this, I think. I think that's what my single saving grace. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I just keep it. Stress, damn it. Okay, so... Okay. Then we'll fill this in. Okay. By the way, fair warning, this, today's stream is technically meant to be a bit shorter than usual, I guess. Usually I try to stream for, like, about 4 hours, but I don't think I'm gonna go quite that long today. I still plan to, like, be out here, though. Doing the grind and all that. Okay. Yeah, just watch me fiddle with this. For who knows how long. Nope. Crap. Okay, extrude again. Probably Okay, so G. Shoot. Still here? I think I messed up. That's okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna fill this. Technically, we have a polygon right here, so let's just fill this in. And let's fill this in. Okay, it looks like we're... Okay, so... Trying to avoid endgons here. So endgons are 5 points or more, by the way. It's usually customary to... I say customary, but it's usually expected or recommended that you have you know, mostly just polygons. You don't always have to stick to like polygons technically, but yeah, it's usually pushed pretty hard for a good reason. You know, it allows your character to bend appropriately. And also for like the blender and stuff to kind of process how that's how the light should be hitting it and whatnot. Okay, so we're getting there. Extrude again. I know for low poly stuff, it's not actually as big of a deal though, is the thing. At least not generally isn't. So, okay, I know there's, yeah, kind of hit end gun. We're in end gun territory. Okay, which way should I hit actually? I feel like it would make sense to hit here because there's so much space, but yeah, it's gonna. Sorry, everyone. It's just kind of like staring, like trying to figure out what's going on. Okay. Yeah, I literally just need to add one more, but I think it would need to be here, because if I did it here, that we get like way more, which we don't want, so yeah, one of the points up here, which basically around here would make the most sense, so okay. Yeah, and of course maybe right here too. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Oops. Let's see. E X. I moved it. G. Okay. Hold on. Trying to make it look a bit nicer. G. I didn't want G, sorry. F or flip or fill. Okay, so if I just hit the R here, then I can have a fill this, so F. Oh no. Okay, let's see the issue. Seeing an issue, damn it. Control Z, 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 Z. Okay. Oh, thank you for those. That's right, everyone. Sorry, I'm like kind of blanking out a lot lately, but yeah, are you doing any? Were you guys like doing any art or? But yeah, I appreciate the raid. If you want to show if you were doing art and want to show like an art text or something, basically a screenshot of whatever you were working on, feel free to. Right now, I am trying to model a low poly or trying to make a low poly model. I'm kind of struggling at the moment though, because trying to like carefully construct this head. But yeah, I'm hoping to make a new 3D model for myself. So let me turn off the X-ray mode so you can see what I'm doing a bit better. So yeah, there's just trying to make a more accurate version of my character. But also, hello, Clancy B. Yep, working on some art. It's looking really good, thank you. Yeah, so today I've been focusing on the forearms, and I made these hands, and of course, as I said before, the head. And I'm not sure how this will end up looking like, but hopefully it comes out okay. But yeah, I'm sort of in kind of just like staring at this right now, just because I'm struggling a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to try this. So fill this. Okay, and then we have a 1, 2, 3. Oh no, nope, that's still an Engon. So Engon, for those who don't know, Engons are Uh, yeah, like, so, oh my god, sorry. A face that has more than 5 vertices, or 5 or more vertices, so you generally want to have polygons, but I've been kind of struggling with this just because I'm having a hard time with the end guns. I mean, thankfully, since this is meant to be low poly, I'll be depending more on the texture of the face rather than the actual or its movement, because it's definitely very important to have mostly polygons for like a moving face. But yeah, it's not as important if it doesn't move. But yeah, so. But yeah, thanks again for the raid, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And also, thanks for the follow, Clancy B. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is my first Blender stream, so I actually have a VTuber model myself, like that I normally use, but because of what I'm doing right now, it's just Blender's kind of or like takes a lot of processing power. I just wanted to make sure my computer doesn't like catch on fire or anything. But yeah, so just a reminder, if you want to put any screenshots in the chat, or like links to screenshots, I can like show them on stream if that's what you want. Blender can be taxing on the computer and the brain. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it's basically been my last hour. Okay. Yeah, like it very much feels like solving a puzzle, I'll be honest. What if I put 2 here actually? Okay, right now I'm trying to. Okay, and if I do another. Okay, and that's still an N-gon. Okay. That did not work in my favor. Okay. The others are client I can show a small doodle I worked on at the end in a few minutes. The others are client projects and would rather keep them within my own stream. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I just know that a lot of people usually like to have their art scene, so just wanted to make sure that you'd be okay with that. Okay, so. Okay. Actually, hold on a second. Hold on. GG. Okay. Okay, that's still not working, but like, would it be okay if I just left this as a triangle? That's the real question. Oh, and I have to merge these real quick, so there's 2 vertices at center. Okay. I just make sure to double check. Okay. Okay. But yeah, sorry, I just keep blinking out. It's like, it's very much a struggle at the moment. Okay. And this needs to be merged too. Okay, merge it. You know what, there's a better idea to do this, so select all, merge, by distance. Okay, and I removed 1, so. Yeah, sometimes you get too many vertices when you're blending, so. Okay. Also, I probably should say, if you need to raid and run, that's perfectly fine. I appreciate that you guys were here. Okay. Okay. I think I solved it. I think I solved the puzzle. I solved the matrix. I don't think you solved matrices. Or maybe you do. I don't know. Pretty sure that's just a failed reference. Okay. But yeah, so GG. Up. We just try to start shaping things to be more like. But yeah, I managed to fix it. So yippee! Okay. Hold on. I screwed that up. Okay, fix this. Return back. Okay, so GZ. I wanted to make the chin a little bit flatter. No worries, just multitasking. Okay. But yeah, I kind of think I did it. Yeah. I guess, okay, I mean, the loops are a little bit wonky, but we tried. Okay. Yeah, hopefully that does not bite me in the butt later on. But yeah, okay. Let's get out of X-ray mode real quick. Go back to object mode, and yeah. Just gotta shade smooth out it. Okay. Yeah, looks pretty rough. Oh well. Yeah, admittedly, I haven't ever like fully went through the Blender process, I'll be honest with you, but basically I don't think I've gotten to where I wanted. Gotten to the point of like doing textures or anything. Okay. Also right now I'm kind of wondering if I should go back to X-ray mode. Yeah, so yeah, I think I want to add one more loop cut around here, so then I can push this in so it kind of represents the eye socket a bit, so, or at least the upper eye. I can actually push this one out a bit more. Admittedly, the eye socket can be a bit of a hassle to figure out. I also still need to do the nose, I'll be honest. I almost forgot. Oopsie. Just push this in. I used Blender a little bit, but that was like 10 years ago. Like a 1 month of messing with it. I see. Yeah, I've been on and off with Blender over the years. I actually, I mentioned this earlier in stream, but I did try to make I did intend to make a 3D model like a few years ago, but back when I had a different I had a different persona in mind, but and I just wasn't I couldn't really get a grasp on it, and I kind of got a little bit bored with some of the basic tutorials. Like I did the donut and I did the isometric room, and that's about as far as I went. So actually, I was planning on doing like one of those like little chibi animal characters that you see a lot of tutorials for. And I was trying to like design my own just because I thought it'd be cool, but yeah, I got a little bit burnt out by then. I guess I was kind of like planning on doing a bunch of different things, and yeah, I just kind of lost the motivation for it. Okay, so, but yeah, right now I'm just gonna, I think it's about time to start crafting the nose real quick, so, okay, hold on. This is something for the, okay, extrude, and Y. So. Alright. So should probably, nope, not you. Grab this guy right here. And, okay, I'm gonna move this a bit lower. Then, this will be down here. here. Okay, and then actually I can move this here. Oops, no, not like that. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm kind of looking away. Yeah, I'd love to play around with making a 3D model for fun, but worried about burning out. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't hurt to like take breaks every once in a while, of course. So maybe that might help. But yeah, the hard part is just that it does take a while to figure out the program. So. But yeah, starting out with some basic tutorials is probably a good idea, so probably good to at least do that part. Okay. Just gonna, yeah, this looks, shoot. Okay. Sorry, it's trying to figure this out. Okay, let's set this here. Yeah, trying to make a nose. Maybe I'll lift these two up a bit. So. Oops. Sorry, I'm getting a. Yeah, it's kind of very concentrated on today's stream, so. But yeah, so. I'm sure it'll be a lot more fun when I'm able to actually understand the program. Okay. Okay, I'm not. Okay, I'm just gonna straighten this nose out actually. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna move this down a bit. Move these out a bit. Kind of making the nose a bit more prominent, I guess, or a bit bigger. Okay, let's might be a good idea to take off X-ray real quick. Okay, so we are here. Okay. Also, hello, Starry. Thank you for the lurk. I hope your night goes well. I'm just struggling today. Ugh. Okay, gotta check the time. It's already an hour and 19 minutes. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, so what if I just, Okay, we officially moved to the stage of just eyeing it. Okay. Okay. Okay, get back to this one. Okay, maybe I should just move these up. Yeah, I guess I should probably just move the nose back up. Maybe. But no, I gotta get the nose right. Yeah, I'm never entirely sure how to do noses. I definitely think I got better at them over the years, but actually this might be okay. I know, one thing I think that's a lot nicer about the current Blender than the previous Blender is that they improved the sculpting mode, so for like more complicated models, I actually try to apply that. Okay. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Open image, new tab, and I will show you. I assume this is your art tag. So it's very cute. I like it. It's supposed to be like ice cream on his head, right? Yeah, it's like a little candy dude. Is it? Dude, I think so. I uploaded the doodle at the end of the stream. I see. But yeah, it's a really cute little doodle we got here. All right. Yep, thank you for showing the art. Yeah, I meant chocolate ice cream. I see. Yep, very tasty. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic. Ow, ow. Sorry, I hit the desk. Okay. It was something simple to wind down with. I see. Do you normally draw these like little candy dudes, or is it just like a dude that you feel like doing? But yeah, thanks again for showing the art and for the raid. I'm just gonna... Nah, I've only drawn them like once before. I see. But yeah, it's like really cute. Thanks again for all this. Hold on, I'm supposed to... Yep, thank you again. I appreciate it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can probably tell it's been a long time since I used this. Okay. Oh, God, what's happening? Okay, sorry, it's going a little bit crazy right now. Trying to round out the head a little bit. Okay, sorry, I just need to... Yeah, oh my God. Sorry. It feels like it's just going crazy, even though I'm not really trying to do that. I'm trying to pull this out a little bit. Actually, let's pull it out quite a bit more. No, please. Oh, what's happening? Okay. What's this? Oh. Yeah, my selection tool changed. Whoops. Sometimes it does that. Okay. I'm actually trying to pull these out a bit, so. And this one got screwed up. Yeah, so somehow I got like, or my tool changed to like to something called the tweak tool rather than what I had before, which was the select box. No, please. Okay, hit too many things right there. It must have been from me trying to hit my toggles, maybe. Yeah, I feel like that's probably what happened. But yeah, so right now I'm just gonna try and stretch out this face a bit. Yeah, just stretching out some of these because kind of represent the neck hole a little bit. But even though I think the head technically will be its own object, so. Okay, I've fallen in love with mint chocolate chip ice cream Pitmic from Pikmin Bloom. I'm probably annoyed my chat talking about how cute it is. Normally I draw humans in kind of a TWEWY Persona 5 style. So it's a bit different from what I normally draw. I see. I see. Yeah, I think I've seen some of your stuff on Blue Sky, so. Yeah, technically I guess it would be quite different. But yeah, sometimes it's nice to just be able to draw cute little things. I definitely know the feeling, so. Yep. Okay. Yep, yes sir, I know the feeling. Sorry, I'm like kinda locked in a little bit. I think I'm gonna shrink the forehead over here just a wee bit. So G, X, just a tiny bit, not a lot. Okay. And honestly, these three right here could probably be brought out a little bit more. Okay. It's actually coming out okay. Kind of pleased, honestly. Okay. Maybe I can push this Wondering if I should push this in a little bit more though. Okay, hold on. Maybe. I'll push it in slightly more. It's a G, Y. See how it looks on the. Probably move the sky a bit. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to move this one out a bit more. Okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Okay, I read your message, sorry. I got worried that you were like posting more. Or not that I'm complaining or anything, I'm just trying to. I don't want to ignore it. I don't want to ignore you guys, so yeah, I'm just trying to. Okay, wondering if I should make the cranium a smidge bigger. In my first attempt, admittedly, I made the cranium maybe a little too big. So, oops, not you. Not okay, I guess. Okay, I guess them anyway. Hold on. Okay. Actually, let's exclude these ones. Worried I might have grabbed a little too many. Of course, I gotta get this specific one. I'm just gonna make it a bit wider. So wider on the y-axis. G, Y. Okay. Okay. You're good. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm probably a lot quieter than I usually am. I mean, sometimes I can be kind of quiet, but yeah, I'm very much been very much focusing in. So I guess this is just what Flutter does to people. So okay, hold on. I hope this is okay. So that is my head. Okay, so I feel like I actually got a lot of the base stuff done. I don't know. I still need to do the hair though, that's the thing. So I'm not sure if I should move the head up or not. It's the real question, because yeah, the head feels a little bit too low on the model right now, so I do know that I need to like move it upwards at some point, but I mean, it's not the worst case, but yeah. But the question is, I kind of wanted to actually hold on. Maybe if I like move this up just a wee bit, it should probably be okay. So G, V. Okay. Yeah, so you can see a little bit of the head right here. Okay, flip it around. Okay. Yeah, it'll probably be okay. Control safe. Okay, I need to stretch a little bit, so. By the way, the ad break might be coming pretty soon. I did, I guess thinking about it now, I did like snooze it earlier, so it probably like offset a lot of the ad breaks, but I'll probably be taking a short break when that happens. Yeah, I had to snooze it earlier because we had a raid come in and I didn't want to ignore them or drop them in at hell. So okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of admiring my work at the moment. Also, it just occurred to me that I forgot the ears. Oh boy. Kind of wondering how I should handle those, to be honest. Control R. Hold on a second. Yeah, obviously I'm gonna keep them simple, because that's usually how I try to do that. Let's see. Let's see. Kind of wondering if I really needed to add another loop cut to this or not. Control Z. Maybe I'll be okay. Maybe. Hopefully. Okay, how about here? No, maybe a bit lower, actually. I don't remember where this is on the... And it can be a little bit more forward. So I'll just follow the... sort of here. Okay. Sorry, I'm like... Actually, maybe I should just add that loop cut, so... Part of it feels a little unnecessary to have that many polygons, but... At the same time, it is trying to just make it look okay. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna have to extrude this a bit, so... Okay, get these lower... Nope, not you. Okay. Get these two lower ones. Also, I see the ad break, so there's an ad break coming in less than 4 minutes, by the way, so fair warning. But yeah, I'll be taking a short break when that happens. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and no, please, okay, extrude these, so, and just help myself to some elf ears. My character isn't actually meant to be an elf. He was technically human, but I don't know, he just got the elf. My explanation is that he just happened to get elf ears after death, so. Okay, so got this shape going on. I don't know. Actually, do it more like this. Yeah, I had a very hard time with the ears on my first 3D attempt. Because I just got way too detailed with those ears. But yeah, it's okay. Sorry, I'm like blanking out. I'm just gonna finish my coffee off real quick. Was wondering if I should make tea afterwards, but I'm planning on ending the stream at around like 3 hours, so yeah, okay. But anyways, I should probably I do need to rotate these, so at least like move them back a bit. So let's see. G, let's see how we can do this. G, Y. So we got this group here. Probably not going to go quite as far as the reference image. So G, Y. Okay. Yeah, usually they say to just rotate these, so probably should have done that, but oh well. G, Y. Yeah, it's, to be honest, that's kind of just been my process today. Okay, so we're gonna yoink this back a bit, and just gonna, oops. Probably should go from above. Here is the struggle today, struggle today, struggle today. Okay. Looking a little bit funky. Hold on. Okay, what's a triangle? No, it's a polygon. Oh, shoot, sorry. Just a really messed up looking polygon. Oops. I'm just gonna move this a little bit inwards. Move this one downwards a little bit and maybe push it in a smidge. Yeah, these back ones, these could be oops. Turn the X-ray mode back on. Nope, okay. You too. Hopefully it looks okay. Okay. Not gonna lie, these ears are a little more intense than I expected them to be. So, oops. Okay. Nope, please. This is my normal Blender experience, by the way. Just absolute chaos. Okay. It's like, oh, should I do this? And then, whoosh, whoosh. Like the viewpoint. viewport, basically. Okay. Okay, let's turn the... Oops. Okay, transparency. Trying to turn off the X-ray. Okay. Yeah, I know this little bit's kind of drive me insane. Okay, move you up, mister. Okay, yeah, that actually looks a little bit better. And how about this Brutus? A lot of fiddling today. Thank God this face isn't necessarily meant to be animated, so... I probably told you already that this is going to be a... the facial expressions in the mouth is supposed to be a textured, so... I'm not sure how I would do that, but I know other people can. I know other people are able to do it, so hopefully I can do it too. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to push these bits back. Okay. Okay, so it's alright, I guess. Okay. Just trying to observe the jump right here. Okay. Just gonna push this one in a little bit. Push this one out a bit. Sorry, I'm trying to mess with the 3/4 angle. Okay. So this out a smidge. Trying to make the face look kind of like how I would draw it, but admittedly, I don't think my style transfers to the 3D as well as I would normally hope. So, oops, the ad break is on. So, sorry, BRB. Okay, BRB. I stopped paying attention. Control S, and I'll be back, everyone. So, just gonna use the little ghost room again. Okay, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. Hello, everybody, I'm back. Let's try to get to 3 hours so you don't have to watch through the... Sorry, I will stop singing because I can't really sing very well, but... Okay, so... I think the face might be at a good point. So... Yeah. You know, it just occurred to me that all I did today was do a face, do a... Hold on a second. I want to, like, pull a couple of, vertices out, so I guess a G, X, Okay. Maybe it should be more than just that, actually. Yeah, just trying to round the face off a bit, because I don't think it should be, I think the eyes and or the eye sockets and cheekbones are popping out just a wee bit too much. Okay. Okay. I wonder how many polygons I got, actually. Let's see. Am I succeeding at my low poly count? Do I remember how to look up data? I have no idea. I know you're supposed to look up the data, by the way, or the way to look up your polygons is to see the data menu, but it appears I can't remember how to do that, so I just probably need to hit a certain shortcut, so. But yeah, let's get back to object mode. Just kind of stare at my work for a second. Okay, I did that. Also, I'm kind of wondering what I should do about these the arms right here. I do know that I need to get the overcoat section, like, or I guess modeled at some point. So what I mean is like these you see in the reference in the distance, like the try to zoom in, but yeah, like the little overcoats. You can kind of see on my character model here, but I guess it's not really an overcoat. I'm not sure what to call it, but it's like the part that goes over the shoulders. I know that's the part that I'm kind of worried about. Of course, I'm worried about like a lot of different parts in my character model, just because there's like a lot of detail to worry about. Or I guess I should say a lot of different details. No, please. Okay, it doesn't want to go down. Yeah, I'm just trying to... Okay, so what I'm doing right now is just trying to, like, make it a little less square. Make the body a little less square looking, so... Okay. Sorry. Keep forgetting to hit the shift button, that's my issue. Okay, let's move this a little bit in. Okay, don't think I'm doing this right. Try to do it let's push this one in a bit more too. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about starting the hair today, so look, if you guys want to really see a struggle, that's it's hair. AKA the thing that roadblocked me the last time, so yeah, okay. Anyways, I'm just trying to... And I'm just kind of rounding out this upper limb real quick, so... Okay, but yeah, so basically right now I'm just trying to make him a little bit more humanoid shaped. A little less square. I do kind of like the boxy look, but you know, I got the option to do it, so I may as well make it softer looking. Okay. Oops. But yeah, I'm trying to move this stuff around a bit more subtly too. So, maybe push this inner part in. Okay. Yeah, let me pull this bit out. Okay. Yep, kind of looking nice. I think this front area, or this bit is kind of poking out a little too much. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I need to like draw Varya a little less jacked, because sometimes I feel like he comes out a little bit jacked looking. But, like, I don't necessarily make my characters super muscular, but they are kind of on the muscular side, so I guess something to kind of worry about a little bit. Okay. I think this part looks a little bit better. And we got the coat. And yeah, I should probably just get to the hair. Oh god, the hair. The hair! Yeah, the reason why I want to get to the hair is hair first before the hat, because that's, yeah, basically, so I can do the hat. Yeah, I need to know how big to make the actual hat, because, I want it to be to be able to toggle the hat in and off, on and off, so I'm gonna have to look up how to separate certain sections into a different object. So how to turn a selection in Blender into a separate I misspelled separate. Yeah, I wish I could spell. You know, English is my first language. Oh my god. Splitting pieces of mesh into a new object. Yes, please, the Blender. Okay, so press P to separate the select. Okay. Okay. Hold on a second. Tab. Huh. Sorry, it's I know there was a shortcut to getting into edit mode. Hold on a second. Oh yes, I can just switch easily. Sorry. Okay, I knew that you could do this for a while, but I didn't know how to work that. Okay. Then I hit P, so first let's just get my selection in, or select all the faces that I want to hit. So, and god, I hope the mirror modifier works here. So okay, sorry. Oh my shoot. Okay, I lost it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I probably shouldn't go too crazy with the stuff, but okay. Yeah, let's not hit that. Okay, but yeah, I'm trying to make a hair cap essentially, so basically I would want, and then I'm going to try to separate that and try to build shapes off that. And hopefully it comes out looking okay, because I heard that even in low poly, or at least even in low poly models, the hair can be kind of a nightmare, so. Okay. You know, one thing that I keep thinking about is, like, I say that this is supposed to be a low poly model, but I feel like this is going to end up with a ton of polygons anyway. Just because there's, like, so many, like, long, flowy objects on my character, so. Okay, let's hit P. P. Okay, separate selection. Okay. Alright, let's get back to the object mode. And then, name this hair cap. So, I forgot to name my object, so hair cap. And cube 1, which is should be this part. I should name it the head. So head. I've been forgetting to name it, so hair cap. Alright, so here we go, folks. I'm gonna check Blender. Sorry, I'm gonna check Blue Sky real quick. Okay. Get back to this. And yeah, okay. Okay, we'll get to the edit mode. Let's get back to the edit mode. Let's get back to the edit mode. Okay. So first I gotta think about the stuff down here, so. Okay, let's look at the reference image. Yeah, there's a lot of hair. So let's see. I guess I should probably grab the stuff around here. So Sorry, I'm like... A lot of focus is needed for this. Okay. Okay. You know, Yeah, I talked about... Sorry, I keep talking about the same stuff before, but... Nope. Release. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Here, there's this. And let's scale it to the... Okay, thankfully it copied the modifier too, I realized. So. Hold on. Okay, so scale to Y. No, scale to X. Oh god. Oh god. You know what? Grab these bits. And G to X. Okay. So this should be where the... Try to look at my references. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to add another reference image to the Blender at some point, but you know what? Let's just get a couple of these in here. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry that's okay. Okay. I'm gonna look this out a bit though. Okay, move this in again. G X X X X X. Now I should probably have flattened these real quick, so loop tools, flatten. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I actually did it. Okay, I kind of did it something. How about I rotate it though, just to make it a little bit straighter looking. And I'll do the same for here, so. It doesn't have, I've never really. I'm just gonna move it here just to make sure I can see if it. Yeah, it works, okay. Not perfect, but it works. Okay. Okay. Stress. The stress, the stress, the stress. Yeah, I'm just gonna raise up some of the stuff back here too, so. Okay, it's no longer flattened, but. I also know I'm gonna need to push these back ones a little. Push out these back ones a little bit. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how much detail I'm going to go with, but try to make it at least look okay. Okay. Then, okay, so I'm going to go G to X again. Yeah, it's this middle section right here is probably gonna drive me a little crazy, but oh well. Yep. Oh god, no! It split again. Okay. Oh god, it splits. I thought I had flipping on. God damn it. Okay, sorry, a little bit dramatic right there, but isn't that just what Blender is? Just drama. Endless drama, damn it. Okay, yoink, yoink, yoink. G. X. Okay. Get back together. Oh, man. Let's look at the reference image real quick. Okay, I should probably widen some of this stuff out, actually. Okay, hold on. Alt. Yeah, grab all this. We're gonna scale this, start scaling this to X. So, widen it, basically. And, make it drop it a bit lower, so. Okay. Yeah, I probably want to widen this lower part too. So, Alt, grab the loops. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did make a. Sorry. Oh god, the snot. Sorry, it sounds so gross when I say it out loud, but. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I did make myself a new logo pretty recently. So. I know it's not like the best logo in the world, but you know, I kind of like how it came out. I took inspiration from the text that's used on one of my art book covers, the one for Gustav Klimt, because I was looking at one of a Gustav Klimt art book yesterday. And I thought the text was really pretty, and I basically took inspiration because yeah, I know I can't really do this stuff on my own, so. Or like I'm really bad at making up text. Or fonts, I should say. Yeah, fonts is probably a better way to describe it. But yeah, so hopefully my art should have a nicer logo. I do have like simpler versions available, so. Or I guess not necessarily simpler version, but you know, I can like take off the really high detail stuff, so. Okay. Okay, I feel like I need to like tone down the volume at this end part, but I'm not entirely sure how I should go about it. So, scale, yeah. Because I know I need to like end in the braid, so I'm just gonna shove it all together for now. Okay. Let me just get the. Let's get back to object mode real quick. So. Okay. Okay, there's a little bit of clipping, but I guess it kind of happens naturally. It feels a little bit too smushed right here, so whoops. Okay, edit mode. Yeah, these are too close together. Oh my god. Gee. Uh-oh. Ah, shit. Can I bevel it to... Oh. Control B? Oh, God. Oh, shoot. Okay, so, I made a little oopsie right here. Okay, hold on a second. Turn off clipping. It is... Okay, that works. Oh, God. Yeah, thank God. Okay. Okay, so I think we hit the 3-hour mark, so I think that's probably enough for today. So, you know, thank you for everyone for coming today, and I hope your day goes well. So, I will probably continue working on this further at some point. But yeah, I do need like a little bit of a break. So, okay, hold on. I'm gonna save again. Probably saved a ton already, but yep, this is the end results so far, and try to. Sorry, I'm trying. Okay, sorry, get out of the object mode and just kind of look at the current model. So it does look like a crazy mullet, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta get those bangs in pretty soon. Honestly, this is a lot better than what I've been doing lately, so yeah, hopefully it comes out alright. I do hope to make some props too at some point. Yeah, so let's go ahead and look for our rating target today, so. Let's see. Yeah, I was thinking, let's see, trust the process, yes, absolutely. Okay, so kind of hoping to raid someone a little more familiar today, so, sorry, I need my poor butt. My poor butt. Ugh. I need a stretch, sorry. Okay. But yeah, I think I'm gonna raid Paulette Croquette today, because it's been a while since I raided them for her. So, but yeah, thanks for everyone for coming. My next stream should probably be on... will most likely be on next Friday, but there's a... I might potentially do an art stream at later on Wednesday night, around my usual Gamer Ghost night. Like, I do feel like I want to stream more, but I just haven't really been in the mood for gaming, but hope I spelled her name right. Okay. But yeah, let's go ahead and raid Paulette, and thank you everyone for coming. Just a reminder that I do stream on Fridays, as I said before, and I might stream tomorrow night, but depends on how I feel that night. But I hope your days goes well, and whatever you're drawing, I hope that goes well too. And yeah, so I have a good night, everybody. So let's let's raid.
Let's go. Ghost! Hello, welcome in.
Return.
I was blending. I was stream. Also, raiders, welcome in. My name is Poletti. I art. I meow. I love women. I sing ?
Okay.
I love my friends.